I'm Emily from the Mom's Guide to Disney Cruise Line. Thanks for joining us today. I want to start off by congratulating you because if you're watching this video, it means you just booked your Disney cruise. Okay, so before you freak out about all the things that need to be done, watch this video. It will help you go step by step along the process from booking to getting on the ship. All right, ready? The first thing you need to do now that you have booked your Disney cruise is go to DisneyCruiseLine.com and log in. If you have a Disney World, ABC, or ESPN account already, then you will already have login credentials that you can use. If you don't already have one of those types of accounts, you can go and click register up there on the website, create your account, and then you will link your reservation number to your account. This will allow you to manage your reservation directly in there and all of that good stuff. The next thing that you need to know is what documentation you need for your cruise. This is super important. Passports are recommended. However, birth certificates are good enough if you are going on a closed circuit cruise. Now, closed circuit is just a fancy phrase for Miami departure, returning back to Miami, or Port Canaveral, returning back to Port Canaveral. So if your cruise leaves from the same port that it's returning to, you should only need a birth certificate and photo ID for anyone who's 15 and older. So if you show up with your birth certificate and you're 33 years old, they will not let you on unless you also have your driver's license or government issued photo ID. If you are using a military discount or Florida resident discount, then you also need to bring that documentation that will validate your reduced fare. So the next thing that you need to know, first-time cruisers, is that your final payment date, if it's a 1 to 5 night cruise, will be about 90 days in advance. So when you make that final payment, then when you get to your time window when you can start making your online reservations, first-time cruisers can make those 75 days in advance. So at midnight on the 75 days out is when you will want to go in and you will go ahead and do your online check-in. This is important for a lot of reasons. First of all, because you select a port arrival time. Go early because you can eat as soon as you get on the ship and the food is amazing. You can register your kids for the kids club. You can go ahead and register any kids under the age of 3 who aren't eligible to go into the Oceaneer Club for some nursery time at the Small World Nursery. At this point, you can also do things like booking character meet and greets. If your cruise is eligible for character dining, you can make that reservation now. 75 days out is also when you can go ahead and book activities on the ship. So if your kids want to go on the golf simulator, or if your husband wants to go and have a personal training session, or you want a facial, then all of those things can be registered for at that point online. You can also register for adult-only dining, adult beverage tastings, island excursions. So if you wanted to do something fun in one of the islands you're stopping at, or even Disney's Castaway Cay, you can go ahead and start reserving those at this point. And then any other, things that activities you would do on the ship. Another thing that you should know is when you make that final payment, that is your last opportunity to add Disney's Vacation Protection Plan. You can add it, and we highly recommend that you add it when you book, but until the final payment date, you can add that Vacation Protection Plan. Also recommend that you consider buying the photo package in advance because it costs less than it would if you buy the pictures on the ship or at the end of your voyage. You can save a little money that way, and trust me, the Castaway Cay pictures alone are probably going to make that worth it for you. The other thing that you would probably want to think about at this point is how you're getting to the port and home. If you're going to fly into Orlando's airport, which is the only airport, MCO, is the only airport that Disney will do transfers from, then you can go ahead and book those transfers now. It changes a little bit year to year, but I believe right now it's about $70 per person round trip, which is a pretty great value. You can fly into the airport, get on the Disney bus, they'll take you right there, they handle your luggage for you. It's a pretty great way to do things. So the last thing I'm going to show you before we end this video is the Disney Cruise Line app. You will want to download this probably to whatever device you use the most. For me, it would be my phone, but it's easier to show you guys here on the iPad. before your cruise, the app really only has a countdown until your cruise that kind of shows like all of your information about when you're gonna be there. You can use the app to do some of your booking for excursions and things like that. But once you get on the ship, you'll need to have this app because it will allow you to communicate with other people on the ship, and it will show you, the navigator, what characters are where, when, what's going on the ship, and all of that good information that you'll want to have. So I hope that you are super excited about booking your Disney cruise. I hope that this video helped you feel ready and kind of have a time frame on what to expect along the way.